Experiment number 8. Aim. To learn and practice the use of angle plate apparatus. Angle plate. Introduction. An angle plate is simply a piece of cast iron or steel that has two flat surfaces at right angle to each other. The two ends of the angle plate are also flat and at right angles to both of the two other surfaces. On some angle plates, there can be webbing between the two surfaces to add to the rigidity of the surfaces. In this case, inside surfaces are often just too rough surface of the original casting. Most angle plates have on the two main surfaces slots, so either face can have a workpiece, other device or the milling table attached to it. Some angle plates are made thicker so they are rigid enough without any stiffening and do not need webs at the ends. This means the internal surfaces can be machined accurately and flat. It will be seen that this is a very useful facility, especially where space is limited. If the angle plate does not have holes in it where they are needed, then they can often be drilled in it. This is not a good idea to do this too often, but it is worth doing it to achieve a common setup like fitting a rotary table to it. In this case, it can be convenient to drill and tap these holes so that studs can be fitted into them. This is can be easier than trying to clamp the rotary table using loose bolts and nuts. Principle. An angle plate is a work holding device used as a fixture in metalworking. The angle plate is made from high quality material that has been stabilized to prevent further movement or distortion. Slotted holes or T-bolts slots are machined into the surfaces to enable the secure attachment and clamping of workpieces to the plate and also of the plate to the work table. Use of angle plate. 1. To rotate surfaces. The main purpose of the angle plate is that it effectively rotates on surface. For example, a milling table into another surface at right angle to the first. If a workpiece is clamped to an angle plate, it effectively rotates it through 90 degrees. When a lattice workpiece is clamped to the milling table, it is usually with the large surface horizontal. In this position, it is not always easy to machine the sides of the workpiece as might to required. But if we use an angle plate to turn it through 90 degree, we can easily machine the sides. Similarly, it is possible to hold a long thin workpiece on end on an angle plate. It is then possible to machine the end of the workpiece. Holding a workpiece on an angle plate to machine its sides. Use of angle plate on end. Though it would be usual to use the two large surfaces on an angle plate, the ends of the two sides are always flat and at right angles to the two sides. This end surface could be mounted on the milling table. It would have to be clamped to the table. The possible advantage of this is that very often the length of an angle plate is longer than the height of either of its sides. Examples of the use of an angle plate on end. Example 1. Matching two V blocks. It might seem that two V blocks of apparently the same size from the same manufacturer would form a pair even if not matched. In practice, they can differ so much as not to be usable as a pair. If they are going to be machined to make them match, then it is easiest to match the two V surfaces and then machine the other of match. One way of doing this is to mount the V blocks on the angle of an angle plate and then clamp them together. This is might necessitate drilling holes in the waves so they can be bolted together. Then the other surfaces on the V blocks can easily be machined to match each other. Increasing the effective size of an angle plate. An angle plate can be made larger by bolting a flat plate or rectangular tube into the front of it. If some rectangular tube is used, allowance has to be made for the tube bending uh, slightly under pressure. One solution to this is the nut the bolt inside the tube on the side where something is being clamped to the tube. Use of an angle plate for aligning. An angle plate can be seen as being equivalent to a square but of much greater thickness. Because of this, it can be used to align two edges at right angles but where one is at a different height to the other. This can be used for aligning vices. Use of an angle plate as a stop. An angle plate bolted to the milling table to one side of a vise can be used as a stop when holding a workpiece in the vise. There is more on this under vices. Angle plate used to mill accurate angles. One advantage of mounting a workpiece on an angle plate compared to using a tilting vise is that it can be used to mill one surface at an angle to another. The workpiece can be mounted using clamp on the angle plate using a precision protector. All of this can be done while the surface being used is horizontal. Any method that could be used to align a workpiece clamped on the milling table, such a fences, could be used there. Machining fluids on connecting and coupling rods. On many engines, the connecting rod and coupling rods are fluted. It might seem that they could be clamped to the milling table and then milled out with an end mill. This is not the best way to do this. Firstly, the bottom of the floats has rounded corners. This can be done by grinding the required radius on the slot drills that is going to be used to mill the floats. The ends of the floats are not round such that the axis of the round corner is in the plane of the rod. It is swept out, that is, the axis of the round part is in the plane of the rod. This means that most of the flutes can be machined with the rod flat on the milling table, but the end of the flutes has to be machined with the rod held vertically. The machining can be done with a fly cutter or a T-slot cutter modified for this job. The connecting rod has to be held near the top of an angle plate since the length of the tool is limited. The workpiece is clamped to the angle plate. If a connecting rod is fluted at all, then it is fluted on both sides. Use of an angle plate with cylindrical squares. If the angle plate has two cylindrical squares mounted on it, this can provide a horizontal surface at right angles to a vertical one. This is really useful for clamping flat thin workpiece in the vertical position with the bottom of the workpiece parallel to the table. Many parts are of this sort. One example is a parallel. The squares can be set to the same height using a height gauge. The workpiece rests on the cylindrical squares and is clamped to the angle plate. It would also be possible to make two or even more parts at the same time like this. This is a situation where only one clamp might seem to be enough for light machining. It would be with a thick workpiece, but it would not be enough to stop a thin workpiece vibrating. The top of the workpiece is machined with whatever will give the best finish. The part is removed and any burr removed from it. It is returned at other way up and milled to the width required. This would be more accurate than trying to make parallels in a vise because the parallels being made are resting on two accurate points that could be wide apart compared to resting on a narrow, hopefully flat surface at the bottom of the vise. The great advantage that the angle plate has over the cylindrical squares is that it is possible to mount a workpiece on it whilst it is an a convenient position that is the surface is horizontal when the angle plate is held in a bench vise. The plate can be then be mounted so this face is now vertical with the workpiece still on it. Use of angle plates, head horizontal, vertical mode. But if the angle plate is the other way round, the distance in the y direction is much smaller, but the space from the cutter downwards is greater. This configuration allows in principle for the user to use a horizontal milling machine as a vertical milling machine. But it is easy to see that it is very difficult for the user to see what is going on. It is also difficult to set up the workpiece, not only because it is inaccessible but because the surface is vertical. The only way to do this is to take the angle plate of the machine, fit it in a vise and mounted the workpiece with the surface horizontal. This setup not only increases in the new y direction, but since the angle could be turned around, the depth in the z direction is also increased, but this does require an angle plate with flat internal surfaces. precaution. Care must be taken for the internal and external stresses developed during machining. While using bolts, stops and clamps, ensure that these have a firm seat on both of the work and the clamping block. The clamps and stops should be placed on near the work as possible. Ensure that the clamping device does not hinder free movement of the work table.